welcome back to Just One Question 2.0 2022 version. And I am here with the inimitable Mark Bowden. And I say inimitable because we're in the same business. So we actually do have a kind of a weird cloning thing going on. But really, no, Mark is the expert in human behavior and body language. He is the founder of TruthPlane, a communications training company. He's the author of what you can see in the background there in his picture, Truth and Lies, which is one of those books that lays it out for you so that you can understand what body language tells you and what it doesn't tell you. Welcome, Mark. It's a great pleasure to see you again. I wish it was in person, but it ain't. It's on Zoom. How are you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, Nick. Thanks for having me here. I'm good. I sit here all day, every day, pretty much, looking down this camera, chatting to people like yourself and others. So actually, I'm really okay. I quite like it here. I'd like to get back out there, face to face. All kinds of reasons why that's not happening so much, but here I am, very happy to be sitting here, and especially happy to be with you, Nick. Thanks.
That's excellent. And so let us ask you that just one question. Mark Bowden, this is your life. What are you excited about these days? What are you looking forward to in 2022?
Lovely. So what's really exciting me these days is this little YouTube venture that I have here called The Behavior Panel. You'll find us, The Behavior Panel, on YouTube. And I think, you know, today as we're talking today, and it's around about kind of mid-January as we're talking right now, we will hit 500,000 subscribers in the space of, yeah, it's extraordinary. It's extraordinary. And so that, listen, Nick, that might sound like me aggrandizing, but what's really exciting about it is it's possible. That's what really excites me about this media world that we're in right now. Back when I started in media and working with people on how to, you know, perform in front of a camera, for example, you absolutely needed a channel, a news agency, or the BBC or ITV or CNN. You had, in order to get on TV, whatever, and to a mass audience, you needed some producer or some channel to go, you know what, I think you're pretty good, and we would risk actually quite a lot of money and resource on having you on. You don't need that anymore. And it's really been proved to me over the last couple of years that if you've got an idea and you're willing to put in some risk, because it's not like people won't say you're brilliant and you're a complete idiot at the same time, okay? But if you're willing to take some risk, you can put content out there, and if it's useful for people, if they like it or they find it helpful, or even if it annoys them, I think it will rise to the top. It will give you some payback around that. So I'm excited about that because there's a lot of agency. For anybody who's a communicator out there, there's a lot of agency available to you right now to create your own content and get it out there, and the opportunity for people to see it. So I'm excited about that, Nick.
That's fantastic. I can't resist following up a little bit on that because it's such an important and fascinating point, this idea of the agency that we have now. When you and I started in the business, it was all about the gatekeepers. And part of our job was persuading people to take a risk, as you point out, on this client or that person that we knew, and connecting them up and opening the gates and letting them get permission. Now you don't need permission, and that's a phenomenal thing. That's a huge change. It's really revolutionary now, and it does open the floodgates to things that irritate us and things that we think are idiotic and whatnot, but also it gives this great opportunity. So yeah, I'm really thrilled that you're onto it and taking part of it. And can you hold that mug up one more time? And just because I just love that. And so just say 25 words or less more about what is the Behavior Panel. You were too polite to trumpet it a bit, but give us a little taste of it. What's going on the Behavior Panel?
Yeah, so we bill ourselves as 4 of the world's top experts on human behavior and body language. taking some of what's in the news or video of real public interest and then analyzing that so that you can be a little more conscious of what's going on in that nonverbal world, in the news stories that are important to you. And also you can learn to be a better reader of people's behavior. Listen, none of us in this world of body language, as you well know, Nick, are mind readers. far from that. But all of us, I think, are striving to get on better with people. And I think if you put a little bit of effort into studying the analysis of behavior, what you do is you get better at working alongside people, both in work and all of your relationships. So really, that's what we're about. Check it out.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I really love that, because you do put your finger on the right way to think about this. Is that emphasis that you can watch somebody, a politician or something, and instantly discern their deepest, darkest, most devious thoughts. A lot of risk of getting it wrong, and as you know, experts will differ and on. But if you put it in service to communicating better and getting along better with people, then it's all good and it's all useful. So Mark Bowden, everybody, the expert in human behavior and body language, thank you for being on Just One Question.
Thanks very much for having me, Nick. Really appreciate it.